Hi everyone! Before we get started with today's SAP training video, I'd like to take just a few seconds to introduce you to PostNow.ai, an SAP data automation platform designed to make your everyday SAP work faster and easier. With PostNow, you can upload data directly from Excel into SAP for vendor masters, material masters, business partners, journal entries, and many other SAP processes without custom ABAP development. This significantly reduces the burden on your IT team by eliminating the need to build and maintain LSMW objects, custom upload programs, and one-off custom ABAP developments. It's also an ideal solution for S/4HANA migration projects, helping you migrate legacy data into SAP quickly, accurately, and with confidence. PostNow also includes powerful SAP reporting capabilities. You can easily join SAP tables, build reports without complex development, or simply describe the report you need in plain English using our AI query pilot. It automatically generates the required query and delivers the results in seconds with no coding required. If you'd like to see how PostNow can simplify your SAP processes, request your free trial today at postnow.ai. And before we begin, one more thing. As a thank you for supporting our channel, we're giving our YouTube viewers free access to more than 20 complete SAP training courses. If you'd like free access to all courses, simply comment "Access" below and check the video description for the next steps. Now, let's get started with today's SAP training video.
In this session, you are going to learn Introduction to ABAP Basics. So by end of this session, you are going to learn the objective. After completing this chapter, you will be able to learn how to log on SAP, what are the basics, basic navigations, understand the need for SAP ABAP, and a basic programming introduction. And how to write the programs, how many types of ABAP programs, and what are the T codes, transaction codes, which we are going to use very frequently. Package creation, how to create a package, how to create your programs, how to save your programs under one package. And this you are going to learn in this session. Right, this is the content. SAP logon, a GUI, what is GUI, how to log on, introduction to ABAP, a basic programming, and navigations, and a transaction codes, how to create a package. Right. Utility to log on to SAP. In a presentation system, you can directly log in with SAP GUI. GUI stands for Graphical User Interface. Choose an available SAP system to log on your logon pad. So where exactly you're going to work. And the moment when you connect SAP system, log on, then program connects to the message server. Through message server, the system which obtains address of the application server, it is connected. And SAP GUI starts on logon screen pad is available. The user can open, once you log on, multiple sessions you can have it. Per user, 6 sessions only maximum it will be allowed. You can open 6 same transaction codes or a different 6 transaction codes you can open. That's what is called as multiple sessions. Within a session, we can run on applications. Right. SAP GUI based on a Windows style actually, then available for several platforms, providing the same functions for each and everything. Here it is required to log on a client number, username, password, logon language optional. Default is English. If not specified anything, it will take default is English. When you say client number, so there are different clients. IDES system, International Internet Demo Education System. Right, 800 is a client, 810, 811, 812, so on. Right, so all these clients which we used to call as IDES clients. that is quite different in a real time, maybe project to project or a company to company. Based on the configuration, your basis team will be created at different clients, and username password is different. In that client there is a 000 is called as a golden client, 066 which is to call as early watch client. I'll show you where exactly you want to see that, how to see clients in your SAP system. Right. So I'm talking about a client. A client is a set of self-contained unit in other system which separate set of master data and its own set of tables. When you say client, let us say the table structure is available same for all the clients within an application server. But the data or a records or a content which is different from one client to another client. It is a group of data within a database and have access the data to specific clients. Once you log on the clients, just now we discussed, we can work several sessions maximum. Check before this ABAP introduction how to connect your systems. There is a logon pad, SAP logon. Double click on this. This is called as a GUI, graphical user interface. Here, we have like a ECC. Double click on this. Right. So there is a client default is because here we are working IDA system. The latest version is 6.0 ECC. ECC stands for ERP Central Component. 6.0 EHP. EHP stands for Enhancement Pack. Here you have to enter SAP username. In my case, SAP user is a username, and you have to enter the password. It is in a star indicates you have to take the cursor on the first line of the first character, then enter your password. Right. Here it is. I'm not entering any language. Then after that you have to click on enter or like this. So whenever you are going to log on, then there is a multiple sessions. If it is the same username password, you can have a multiple, then better go with the continue with this login. Click on continue. Right here you are able to connect it. Initial screen. This is called as IDAS initial screen. Here there is a menu bar. This is called as a command prompt. Here we used to enter the transaction codes. A transaction code is nothing but a T code, where exactly a collection of a sequence of screens, or it is shortcut to open one application within an SAP system. And this standard applications and a standard toolbar, application toolbar, and here which we used to call as a status bar. Then there is a create new session. Click on this. One new session is loaded. Like this, click on one more time. Click on one more time. You can observe here there are 4 sessions which we already opened. So which we have just now we discussed. You can open maximum 6 sessions. After that, when you try to create a 7th session, then here maximum number of sessions are reached. So close this pop-up information window open. Then here, look at here. Then there are 6 sessions. This is not included. 3 plus 3, 6 sessions. Directly can close one session, or so there is an option here. You can close it like this. Right. This is called as a command prompt. Here you have to enter a transaction code. So before transaction codes, we'll back to the presentation. Then what kind of T codes are going to work and a frequently used program. Right. Let me explain that. then we'll come back to the practically, right? ABAP, an introduction. ABAP/4. ABAP stands for Advanced Business Application Programming. It's a language. When you talk about /4, it is a fourth generation language. C, C++, before that languages, they have given name called as a third generation language. ABAP, they have written based on a C and SQL. Then they have given name called as /4, that's fourth generation programming language. We don't have any fifth and sixth and seventh like that, and before that 3 and second and like that. So there is no more abbreviations like just ABAP fourth generation language. It is developed based for like a programming purpose. It's a programming language for SAP proprietary construct, their own language. Every ERPs and every application will have their own set of languages. Here it is called as ABAP. It is designed for a dialog-based application purpose, business application purpose. When you say like a dialog-based, it's kind of a transactions or a module pool, or which we used to call as a screen programming. Based on that, one dialog means user front end, a dialog will be open, a collection of screens, which set of sequence of screens. It enables multiple language applications. It supports many languages, global languages like English, German, etc. More than 10 languages it is supporting. For example, a typical customer or a client, so they do have operations on a different worldwide, different countries. They can log in with their own language and you can check your SAP's information. SAP R3 real-time 3-tier architecture written in SAP ABAP only. You mean to say that SD module, PP, like whatever we discussed previous session, PCC, pre-configured client, R3 modules, they have written in ABAP only. Right, next, like ABAP editor. When you say editor, which we are going to write a piece of code. So to access that, SE38 is a T code, is used for creating simple ABAP programs or any other ABAP program types. Next, ABAP programming structure. When you write a program, so we have to follow some certain rules and regulation and syntax and semantics. In this case, a modular structure, right? So how your program is a modular fashion. When you say modular, breaking down a large programs into a smaller piece of code. So your program should be support a modularization. Before that, a declaration part, how we are going to declare what are the variables and all, etc. Constants, types, structures. Define using a declarative statements. Appears before the first processing block, which we are going to talk about events. Selection screens, any executable program or report programs. So we have to provide a selection screens. Then a processing blocks, events, which we will talk about later. Just I'm explaining this structure of the program. Continuation, declarative statements, operational statement for data manipulations, for example, SQL, basic fundamentals, insert, delete, update, modify, right? Arithmetic operational, all this comes into this. Control statement for processing program flow. Control statements are two types. Internal control statements, external control statement. If conditions, while, do, parameter, case statements, etc. We'll discuss in depth later. Functions of character strings, strings, string operations, everything. And as subroutines, It's an internal procedure, a call by value, call by reference, call by value and return, or passing the values to the variable, and this actual parameters, formal parameters comes into the picture. This is a quite different topic. We'll discuss next level. And next, function modules. It's a central library which we used to call as external subroutines, a special type of subroutines. A predefined function modules which is already created by SAP, which we are going to call within in a program. We can create our own function modules, and also we can call SAP's predefined function modules. To simplify writing your own business logic, before that you can search any function which is already available, which is already predefined and built. So why don't you use that function module? We can call that, we can use it. We'll learn in depth at this topic level. Let me explain some basics. What kind of programs? ABAP program types. There is a specified program types. There is a types of programs. So executable programs or a type 1 programs. Check here whenever you're going to create a program. So first transaction code is here in a command prompt. You have to enter SE38 and click on enter. Right, your program you have to start with there is a naming conventions. So back to presentation. So we'll come back this information. So first we'll see how to execute the programs and the commands. Let me explain first transaction codes. SE38, there is a ABAP editor, which just now what we have entered. You can write the programs here. SE11 ABAP dictionary, database. It's a virtual database, and you can see that how many tables and a module wise different. It's a ABAP dictionary. And SE80 object navigator. Here you can create your programs, and here also you can create your programs. There is a different, we'll learn later. A function modules, you can create a function like SE37 is a T code to create a function modules. SE21 to create a package builder, how to create your own packages. And any message class you can create in SE91. And a screen painter, which we are going to create a design for screens. A menu painter, you can create a menu options, menu bars. Every screen painter contains their own set of GUI, which we are going to create under S41. SE24 global class builder. Here we are going to create object-oriented programs. Now we are going to learn what exactly SE38, how to write the programs. Right. So before that, there is a fundamentals. We'll check here how to create a programs. Yeah. So you can connect your system. Right. Let me introduce a program. The moment when you enter SE38, then this screen will be open. So place a cursor on here in a program. Then your program name should start with a Z, or the first letter should be Y. This is a Z or Y, a letter which indicates user defined programs what you are going to create, and it supports A to Z, only it alphabetical A to Z, and it supports 0 to 9. And it supports only underscore. There is no other special characters it will not accept. The program length maximum they provided 40 characters. So we'll create one Z related. ABAP is not a case sensitive. For example, we'll create a Z ABAP demo program. Check here, it supports only underscore, no other special character. Then after that, there are sub objects and properties. By default, here radio button is available under source code. We'll discuss a bit later what exactly this stuff. And I click on create. There is a shortcut keyword F5, function 5. Click on this. Then here you have to enter the short description or a title of your program. Let me write it here. Right, my first demo program. Here program type, there is a couple of program types. Executable program include program, module pool, function group, subroutine pool, interface pool, class pool, type pool, access, LT program, which we are going to access very frequently. First three. First we'll explore what exactly executable program. The moment when you select type of program, then no need to provide all this stuff. You'll gain more knowledge how to enter this all this stuff for time being. So click on save. Right. Here there is a package. So I'll discuss later this concept, what is package. For time being, I'm not creating any package here. So for time being, I'm selecting local object. When you click a local object, your program stores under temporary folder. That which we used to call as a $TMP is a default package. Click local object. Then here observe editor appears. Right. So by default, first thing is your program is created with the first option. Check whatever name of the program you selected. It is a report, is executable program is nothing but report, name of the report, which is created automatically. After this, you have to start. There is a write is a keyword to write something. But here, just go through this option in editor. It is his old editor. You can switch on directly to utilities, settings, select front end new editor so that ABAP new editor is available. In this, you can explore all the options. Write uppercase, lowercase, you can convert, display syntax, and etc. Like editor, pretty printer. We'll explore all this stuff. Click on continue. Check now, observe the keywords are turned into the blue color, and also you can scroll it, zoom in, zoom out. Next, write a keyword. Check the moment when you type it, you'll get a keywords automatically. Then click on tab button. Then no need to type it yourself. When you click on a tab, the keyword is printed automatically. Here you can write it. Right. Click on save. Better you can save the application once. Write is a keyword in a single inverted quotes. Whatever you have written, all this stuff, okay, it will print as it is. ABAP statements start with a keyword, ends with a dot or a period. Check here, there is a syntax check. Program syntactically correct. Then your program is inactive very first time. Activate your program. The moment when you activate your program, there is a runtime object is created automatically. ABAP programs are interpreted, not compiled. Check, no need to select yourself. Your program is selected, runtime object automatically. The runtime object is identified based on your report program. So just simply have to continue. Right. Check your program is activated. Then next button there is a F8. Click on F8 or this icon. Check, this is called as output. The output which we used to call as a list output. You may have a question like this. This we have entered as a title of the program and one underline he'll get automatically. Then there is a one page number, it appears. And this what we have written under keyword write statement, which we got it here. If you want to go back to the editor, click on back button or F3. Then you will be back to the write statement. Select this and you can have a copy paste like this. How many? Let me write it here. This is a 1. Like 2. Like 3. I have created 3 write statement and activate this. Whenever any changes you have done for your editor, immediately runtime object is created, means runtime object is activated. We have to activate one more time. It should be because you have done some edit, right, for code. And click on continue for this. And next your program is activated and then execute this. Check here, it is created like in a same row. 3 write statement. Click on back. If you want like a new line statement, here you have to enter slash is a new line character. Observe here, activate. Then I click on continue. No need to select, it is highlighted automatically. Or it is sometimes it is somewhere, no need to see that whether it is highlighted or not. Click on continue directly and run your code. One step back. I think you have activate. Continue with this. Run your code. One step back. We'll observe here new line character. So syntax check, activate, enter this and run now. Check, it is created in a new line character. Each and every line is indicated new. The next thing is here, there is a repeated statement blocks you are writing twice and thrice. Right? How to avoid this? By using a chain operator. Check here what exactly the chain operator. Right. So we'll explore some basic syntax. Just now we have written the first word in a ABAP statement start with a keyword, any keyword. Each statement ends with a dot or a period. Except chain operator, a colon is called as a chain operator. And how to comment a particular line. In the first line of the first character, you have to enter a star indicates asterisk. Then entire line will be commented. Comments from middle of a line, it starts and begins with a double quotes. This you can have a middle of comments. Successive statements, like a chain operator called as successive statement that have the same string segment can be combined to the form a single chain statement. To do so, you specify the identical string segment once and conclude it with a colon operator that will be all the lines are remain same, separated by commas, and last line concluded with a dot. It's called as a period. At a runtime, a chain statement is treated like an equivalent sequence of individual ABAP statements. We'll go through practically. Check. There is a here, you can place it a chain operator here, and let me delete this right keyword, and next delete this keywords. And whenever you have written a chain operator, it's go to with like a commas, and the last statement should be a period or a dot. Now I've simplified similar keywords, and save this, check the syntax, and activate your code, and click on continue, and object is activated, and execute now. It is created like check. The output doesn't affect because only internally keyword performance is changed. If you want new line operator, put a slash here, check the syntax, activate, continue, then execute your code. Check, it is created in each and everything in a new line. One step back. So this is called as a chain operator. Next, how to comment a particular line and middle of line. Check here, for example, you want to comment this. For example, I'll copy this. Say for example, I'm writing on one write statement, I'm printing here. For example, there is a fourth one I want to print. It will print. Just activate this, run, execute this, it is printing. I want to comment this line, then here place a cursor on a first line of the first character, then enter asterisk symbol, then entire line is ignored, then activate your program, continue with this. Now execute your program, check, it is not participated in your code. This is called as a commenting line. Next, if you want to comment in the middle of the lines, say for example you want to write something, let us say demo program. This will not participated in editor, it is in a grayish mode. It doesn't affect anything when you activate, when you continue with this. So if you are confident, save and then syntax check is not required, directly can activate. But make sure that active programs only can run. Inactive programs, it will not give a proper output. Execute this program, check, no comment, no codes are coming here. That's what a commenting line, a middle of line we are commenting. For example, I cannot comment like each and every stars for individually. There is a bulk of like 3-4 lines you can comment. Select with the mouse, control plus less than symbol. You can have it, everything is commented. Here the shortcut keyword is CTRL, control, and you have to press, there is a less than symbol like this. Plus is not a keyword, control plus less than, so that you can comment all at a time. Next, control plus a greater than symbol to uncheck uncomment all at a time. Control plus greater than symbol, and then it is uncommented. This is control plus a greater than symbol to uncomment shortcut keywords. This is what the fundamentals. Save your application and back to presentation. We'll talk about a little bit more regarding for program types. A program types are executable programs or a type 1 program. When you say executable, just now we have created one program. A program can be executed directly. It's called as a self-executable. Can be executed in a background. Instead of writing a foreground, you can execute in a background also. And a program can execute with a transaction code can be created. You have to create your own transaction code. Then you can execute your program directly. The next one is include program. When you create include programs are not self-executable like type 1 programs. The piece of code you can write it in include program, then that include program you can call in a executable program, so that the piece of code at a runtime it is called. To divide program code in a large program can be divided into 2 or more smaller distinctive units, and its more function is reusable, right? Manageable units. Include statement is used to insert the coding of include program. There is a include is a keyword space followed by your program name, which we'll discuss later how to create includes in the next session. A module pool or a dialog programming or a transaction programming or a screen programming, both are same. Right, a module pool or a dialog or a transaction or a screen, when you call a T code, it's a collection of screens. Application, when you open, a sequence of screens will be executed one after another. It must start with a T code, which we cannot execute self. Include programs and module pool programs are not self-executable, must define your own screens. Check where we are getting these program types. Here in this program, let me activate this program. Click on enter. One step back. Just now we have created one program. Let me create one more program 2. Let us say the moment when you create a program, check here, you will get a program types. This what we have discussed: executable program, self-executable, includes or not self-executable, module pools or not self-executable. Through transaction code only you have to execute. Function group, it is required for function builder purpose. When a subroutine pool is a collection of subroutine pools, we can discuss later. And interface pools and class pools will work out later. Right, this is called a program type. Right. Just now we have created one program, and we'll explore the stuff. What is source code? We have just now done with the editor. Just take the control on attributes and type the program and control on attributes. Try to change. When you click on a change, because attributes are not created, just go to display. Right, program 1. I think program 1 is not just to go through program, only one program. Right, so ABAP demo program, back to here, and take the control on attributes, click on change, check the attributes. Later you can convert that executable program into any other program type. And for example, if you want to go to change, like let us say version 2, you can change the program title also, then you can save that, it will be available. This is called attributes. Then select the documentation. Okay, click on change. Here, the purpose of the program, let us say demo program, and what exactly you can fill all the information. Okay, by seeing this, and it will conclude that which kind of programs you are going to write it and what exactly. Because in a support project, before modifying your program, check the documentation very clearly. Then what is the purpose you have written, what is the purpose you are going to modify, which kind of program they have written. All this information available under documentation. A documentation is very important for each and every program. Variants and text elements we'll talk about later in a reporting level. Let me explain that this stuff in a reporting features. Fine. This program is available now. The program is activate. Just activate this program. Click on continue, and next click on there is a back button. Next we'll explore how to copy paste your program, how to delete your programs. A program is already available, right? Then I click on there is a copy symbol. Click on copy icon. Now we are copying the program, source program to target program. Let us say target program, I'm creating like a program 1. Right, copy that. So it will ask like you want to copy all the documentation individually, you can select it like this, or you can use the options like deselect all and select all. Select all and click on copy so that everything is copied. Before creating that, you want to save your object in a local package, that is a temp. Temp is nothing but temporary file, a package, right? Here if you click local object, your object is saved under temp, a local file, a local package, which we cannot transport. All that programs which you have created under $TMP, these programs are not transportable from one system to another system or one server to another server. Click on local object, or both are same. Now the moment when you copy the new program, okay, this program is copied. That copied programs are initially it is inactive mode, and all the time you have to activate. Check the entire code is copied. This is a way you have to copy programs. One step back, F3. Your program is copied. Next we'll learn how to delete your programs. There is a delete button here. Click on delete. Check, it will ask everything. Relevant stuff includes or variant text, everything should be deleted. Click on yes. Yes, it is deleted now. Check the program was deleted successfully. Now when you go to change, the program is not available. Right? This is a way we can have a delete and copy the programs. Then back to presentation. So we'll work out how to create a package. So this is called, just now we have done report is a keyword, and after that dot, then write statement. Write and report is the keywords in your code. Just now what we have explored. Save and activate the code. During activation, the system creates a runtime object. Upon execution, the system executes this runtime object. The runtime object is automatically selected. A runtime object name is the same name as a program name. Whatever we are getting output in our list output, which we used to call. And a naming convention, just now I have explained with the practically all this stuff, you have to go through that. This is also done, T codes. Then we'll explore this concept. Then before package creation, there is a command prompt /n followed by T code. A T code can be anything. Then /n to cancel the transaction code. /o, there is a followed by T code to call the new session. When you call /o followed by T code, display an overview of new session. The current session will open and the current session will remain same. The new session will be open, current session will be check. So we'll explore these functions. Right. For example, here we have opened only 2 sessions here. Right. From here also you can open /O followed by SE11. Then O means other session will open. The current session it will remain same. Check, earlier we are in this session and O means it opens other session. It will not close current session. Here you can explore the ABAP dictionary is opened /O SE11 I entered in that. Here you can open /N SE38. N indicates the current session will overrides what you entered new session. Check that SE11 is gone, then SE38 is entered. Next there is a command. If you want to close your log of your session, then there is a directly individually can close each and every session, and there is a yellow color symbol, then that you can log off. Or you can enter /NEND end. When you enter this in any command in any screen, it terminates all the session with the dialog window appears. Do you want to save your application? Click on yes. You can continue with your work. When you enter /NEX next command in a command prompt, that terminates all the sessions without dialog window. There is no save options, will not prompt. We'll explore practically this stuff. Check, currently we have 3 sessions. I don't want to close. Like check here, there is a program exit. Right? Or like system, there is a log off. We can log off directly. Or you can enter shortcut keyword here /NEND. Right, you can enter any short uppercase or lowercase. ABAP is not a case sensitive. Even you can write a program in any case sensitive. /NEND is a command. Any screen you can enter. After that, click on enter button or this continue button. Check. Save data will be lost unsaved. Do you want to log off? If you click yes, or you can close this and save all the data and come out. Click on yes. Check every screen, all the screens are log off. SAP is log off. Now you can log in again. Like 800 is a client. Then here SAP user. Then there is a caps lock. Here then click on enter. Continue with this. Yes. Let me open SE38, one more session. From here I can open /O SE11. Right. For example, I have opened 2-3 sessions. Like this, we have opened 4 sessions. We want to close all the 4 sessions at a time. /NEX. So now when you click on /NEX in a command prompt, click on enter. Then everything will close. Have you observed this in a last session? It is not appear any option called as without dialog box or with dialog box. And so better you have to use /NEND so that it will prompt all the options. So again log in this SAP user. Right. Here we'll see that database, so what exactly SE11, there is another T code SE11, right. This is called as a database or ABAP dictionary, which we used to call. You know, database, SAP database, irrespective of anything, you can observe in any session system status, then you'll get a options over here. There is a Oracle is a database and which top of like SAP is installed, and the latest version is ECC 6.0. You can observe here, and a Windows NT, then ECC and everything. Now if you want to access data in Oracle database, like what are the tables are created, ABAP dictionary level as a predefined tables are available. Let us say KNA1 is a table, customer master table. Click on display, so that predefined tables already available. ERP is a product which we have a predefined tables, because in the business tables in a real time you are going to use SAP's predefined tables only. In rare case you are going to create your own application, your own Z related tables. Check, this is a table. Okay, then if you want to access the content or records or entries, click on content. Then you can ask like a 1 to 100 or 1 to 1000 how many records you want to see initially, and execute. There is a button here, click on execute. Then you'll get data. This is a dummy data in IDS version. We got 1 to 100, there are 112 records. Check. A backend physical table is available in Oracle, an KNA1 table structure, which we have opened KNA1 table in a ABAP dictionary. ABAP dictionary is interface between a program to a database. So directly click on back, here will be available here. If you want to see that complete data, then you have to click on a number of entries. How many entries are there in this table? The number of entries which meet this selection criteria, 7,854 records. Close this. If you want to see that, delete this maximum 500 hits first, then click on execute. You're able to see complete data. Which will bring complete data from the database. So it will take time, because 7,000 records are fetching that. So it is fetching all the records. Check here, 7,854 records. So which we got some dummy records. This is a IDS version, practice somebody. Right, you can scroll it, you can see that. If you want to see that any particular record, place a cursor on it and double click on that. You can see that vertical columns information also, one particular thing like this. You can scroll it and you can conclude, and you can close this and click on back button. Again click on back. So it will be available in the first initial session. So we'll have a lot of tables. For example, Mara table, related table, material master. Click on display. Right, this is a general material master gender data. Same story like here, you can click on that content and the records, you'll get to present the data and everything. Click on here. If you want to see that materials 1 to 100 or 1 to 1000, then it will retrieve first 100 records of material master. Right, so if you don't know that records 1 to 100 or something, then there is a F4 functionality. Press here F4. Then there is a search help concept. Again you have to click on this next. Right, so materials are started from this number anything double click on this, it is created like this. Some dummy entries are available here. Press F4 and I click on continue button. I think somebody modified these materials. I can go through that and execute this. Maybe we'll get the range. I think this somebody modified that. Now you can execute without providing anything. You'll come to know which kind of materials are available here. Check material number 23, it is available, and it is a character based preceding with the zeros, and you have to enter that. We'll talk about later this. One step back. Right. This is called ABAP dictionary. We'll learn how to create all this stuff in the next session. The next example, how to create a package. So back to presentation. Right. A package creation, the transaction code SC21 to create a package. When you create a program, you have to store your program under one package. You can store your program in a $TMP, just now what we have done. The $TMP indicates a temp or a temporary file. Or local object, when you click the local object button, it stores under local object. And local objects changes not recorded within a workbench organization, and it cannot be transported on a system landscape. In a real time, you have to create your objects under development, you have to transport to the quality, and you have to transport to the production. All your local objects cannot do that because there is no ID, there is no request number which is not created for your program. It means simply there is no ID for your program. How can you transport from one server to another server? And that's what in a real time or whenever you are going to do any programs, better your program should be created with a package first. A package is nothing but a folder in operating system. In a folder, we are going to create files. Files are similar to your programs. Files, we are going to store it in a folder. Here, a package is similarly your folder. Programs are similarly your files. Right? But it's not a storage purpose. The actual requirement is for transport purpose. It's a customer objects. Changes recorded, whatever changes, everything is recorded in ABAP workbench organizer. Can be transported on system landscape from development system to quality or quality to production. We'll see that how to create a package and how to check. So back to program. Before that, so transaction code SC21, T code SC21, enter the T code on a command prompt, click on enter. Here your program package should be start with a Z or Y. Let us say ABAP is a package I am creating. Click on create. I have created one package. Enter the short description. Package. Here is a home software component because this is a practice IDES systems. So in a real time, when you press F4, I'll come to know each and every module wise there is a software component is available. With respect to which kind of tables, which kind of application, which kind of programs you are going to write it, that programs you can select it with respect to module. Here in a case, IDES select home and select there is not a main package, structure package. In a real-time case, practically there is a development package or like based on that you have to select. If you select not a main package, your package is like a If it is a root package, you have to select the main package. A structure package, one another structure, you can select it. Select at this level, not a main package. Click on there is a save button. Then here system will prompt a previous request number which is created by someone or yourself. When you continue with this, you're creating a package with this request number. First, let me explore ourselves. We have to create a new request number. One program, one request, that is better. Click on create new request number. Let us say I can write it a request for package. Anything, you can write a short description. Click on save. Check. The package is saved here. Let me store this in your notepad. For example, here right, this is a request number which is generated for your package. Copy this name. Right. There is initially next one more request which we used to call as task and request number. Here the 67 which we used to call as a task, and this is for which we used to call as a request. This we are going to call as a task. The initial number 67 is a task, 66 is a request. At a runtime we are able to see the request number, task which we cannot appear, only the release time which we can see that. Fine. Back to the screen. This request is generated for this package. Click on continue. Right. So this is what, just save this. Now we have created one package. Package is identified with one request number. Now onwards you can use this package, and I click on back, one step back, then go to SE38, click on enter. When you create a new program, let us say program 3, click on create, provide some short description, and here select your program type, executable, and I click on save. The moment when you save, here click on, there is a package you have to enter. Just now what we have created package, that package name you have to enter here. I don't want to save my program under local package because my program should be transported from one system to another system or server to server. After providing package name, don't click on local object, you have to click on save. The moment when you click on save, have you observed here? What system is previously recorded 67, it is appears. So now don't continue with this. If you continue with this, with one request, two objects are created now. That's what create new request. Let us say request for program. Click on save. Now check 68 is available for your next program. Right, immediately 69 for task. So what is your program? Copy this. Fine. So this is what your ID. This is called as a request. 68 is a request. So this is called as task. Right. So after that, click on continue. Now your program is created with one unique ID. Right. So program name, and each and every one program is identified with this unique ID. First three letters, which we used to call as a server ID or a system ID. K is a constant which we cannot change, and this is a number range allocated by base system. 3 plus 1 plus 6, overall 10 characters length, which we used to call as a transport request number. Transport request number. In the next session, I'll explain how to release the programs and what exactly the transport request numbers and the task we'll discuss later.